Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville. They'll run on first down. Clark. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Jackson.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 21 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 18. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
They run the counter. Evans, space to maneuver at the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, Clark. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Jackson to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Wide open receiver, complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. The quick slant caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to regain the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They run the counter. It's Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up.
Now a hit and a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and 9. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now it's Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. To throw is Jackson. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys have now moved out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 3. He's got Thompson here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Burnett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish. But when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time.
Throwing is Jackson on the move to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Right back to him on first down. And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Jackson now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On third down, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield. Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete here. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete right around the 8. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking left side. He's got it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On third down, Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 5, a little under a minute to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. What a a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. And the Kansas City Chiefs